Have you ever wondered why some interactions leave you feeling drained while others energize you? The concept of energy exchange in relationships is at play here. Now, let's dive deeper into this. Think of each interaction as a dance of energy, where every step, every word, every glance is an exchange of energy. This energy can be positive, filling you up, making you feel vibrant, alive, and connected. It's like a warm ray of sunshine on a cold day, thawing your soul and making you feel invigorated. This is the kind of energy exchange that breathes life into our relationships, making them fulfilling and joyous. Conversely, the dance can also be draining, leaving you feeling exhausted, depleted, and disconnected. It's like a thick fog that engulfs you, making it hard to see, to breathe, to find your way. This is the kind of energy exchange that can make our relationships feel heavy and burdensome. But here's the catch. Not all draining energy exchanges are inherently bad. They may simply be challenging, pushing us out of our comfort zones, making us grow. It's like a rigorous workout that leaves you tired, but stronger and more resilient. The key is to strike a balance. To ensure that our relationships are not constantly draining, but also energizing and enriching. Every interaction involves an exchange of energy that can be positive or negative. It's like a seesaw, balancing between giving and receiving, between uplifting and challenging. This energy exchange shapes the quality of our relationships, influencing how we feel, how we connect, and how we grow. This concept is like having a compass in the vast ocean of relationships. It helps us navigate, helps us understand which interactions fill our sails with a gust of positive energy, propelling us forward, and which ones drag us down like an anchor. Understanding the energy exchange in our relationships is crucial because it helps us identify what's nourishing us and what's depleting our energy. With this understanding, we can strive to cultivate healthier, more fulfilling relationships. So let's continue exploring this fascinating dance of energy in the next scenes. Now that we understand the energy exchange, let's delve into the concept of boundaries in relationships. Boundaries. We've all heard the term. But what does it mean in the context of relationships? Well, boundaries are essentially the invisible lines we draw around ourselves to protect our energy and maintain our sense of self. They define what we find acceptable and unacceptable in our interactions with others. Consider this. You're a house, and boundaries are your fences. They keep out what's unwanted and ensure you're treated with respect. Without them, anyone and anything can come in, leaving you feeling drained, disrespected, or worse, violated. Now, why are boundaries so important? Firstly, boundaries protect your emotional and mental space. They ensure that you are not constantly bombarded by external influences that can lead to stress, anxiety, or burnout. They allow you to preserve your energy for what truly matters to you, be it your work, your passions, or your relationships. Secondly, boundaries foster mutual respect and understanding in relationships. When we clearly communicate our boundaries, we are essentially teaching others how to treat us. This can lead to healthier and more fulfilling relationships, as both parties understand and respect each other's limits. Thirdly, boundaries enable personal growth. Knowing your limits can help you identify areas you'd like to work on. Maybe you're too accommodating, or perhaps you struggle with saying no. Recognizing these areas is the first step towards self-improvement. And lastly, boundaries contribute to a balanced energy exchange. They prevent one-sided relationships where one person constantly gives and the other takes. This fosters a healthier, more equitable energy exchange where both parties feel valued and respected. Remember, setting boundaries isn't about being selfish or keeping people at arm's length. It's about preserving your energy, respecting yourself, and fostering healthier relationships. Setting healthy boundaries is vital for maintaining positive energy exchange in our relationships. So, how can we tell if the energy exchange in our relationships is unhealthy? Well, the answer lies in understanding the signs. Imagine walking away from a conversation with a friend, partner, or colleague and feeling consistently drained. That's not just physical fatigue, it's a sign of an unhealthy energy exchange. When we interact with others, we're not just exchanging words or ideas, we're also sharing our energy. If you frequently find yourself feeling exhausted after these exchanges, it might be time to reassess the dynamic. Now let's talk about the feeling of being taken advantage of. This can be a subtle sign of an unhealthy energy exchange. It may manifest as a nagging sensation that you're giving more than you're receiving. You might be listening more than speaking, doing more than resting, or giving more than taking. If this imbalance persists, it could mean that the energy exchange is skewed. Another sign to look out for is the feeling of being disrespected. Respect is a fundamental element of healthy relationships and a balanced energy exchange. If you feel that your thoughts, feelings, or boundaries are not being respected, it's a clear sign of an unhealthy energy exchange. Disrespect can present itself in many forms, such as dismissive behavior, constant interruption, or disregard for your personal boundaries. And then there's the sense of obligation. If you find yourself doing things out of duty rather than genuine desire, it's another indication of unhealthy energy exchange. When we act out of obligation, we're giving our energy away without receiving anything fulfilling in return. It's like pouring water into a bottomless bucket. These signs, however subtle, can be indicators of an unhealthy energy exchange in your relationships. It's important to stay aware and take note when these feelings arise. Remember, energy is a precious resource, and it's essential to ensure it's being exchanged in a way that enriches rather than depletes you. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards improving the energy exchange in our relationships.